He wants to keep up with the pressure on the government of Nicolas Maduro. That's why Venezuela's self-declared interim president Juan Guaido called his followers to take to the streets once again.
We announced that February 23rd is the day for humanitarian aid to enter Venezuela. We stand by all sectors, delivery drivers, nurses, medics, to get ourselves organized.
Dexy Gonzalez came all the way from Valencia. Her son was killed during the protest 2 years ago.
I am demanding justice. I am demanding freedom. I am honouring all the children that have died. I'm here for everything that is happening in this country. People are dying of hunger and a lack of medicines.
Food and medical supplies, mostly coming from the US, have arrived at the border between Venezuela and Colombia. Guaido says more is on its way.
There's thousands and thousands of people in this part of the city that it's difficult to move. The specific demand in this demonstration is that they want to force the government to allow aid into the country. The other demand is that they would like for free and fair elections to take place in Venezuela because they believe that last year's electoral process was filled with irregularities.
Towards the center of the capital, government supporters were also on the streets to voice their opposition to any type of foreign intervention. For the last 4 months, José Estrada has been part of the government's militia. He says he's ready to defend his country from foreign aggression.
I cannot trust in humanitarian aid that has not been requested. In Venezuela, we didn't have an earthquake or a war that justifies them forcing aid into the country. We want to solve our problems. If they want to help us, they should give us back the money they are withholding that's in the banks in Europe and the US.
But support for the president does not appear to be as high as it once was. The economic crisis has left millions of people struggling to buy basic food and medicines. And that's why many in traditional Chavista neighborhoods have joined the protests.
We are protesting for the old people, because there are no medicines, because we want a free country, freedom to do and eat what we want.
The opposition is calling on the military to rise against Nicolas Maduro and allow the foreign-donated supplies in.
Military and civilian employees that are at the border, we request that you allow the humanitarian aid without trauma, without confrontation, and fulfill the role you are meant to have. You need to allow the aid in to save the lives of thousands of Venezuelans. Either you are with death and problems, or you have the solution and life.
But the military leadership remains loyal to Nicolas Maduro, and they play a pivotal role in his administration. The opposition says they will continue pushing to break that relationship. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Caracas.